hi, good morning my dear friends and students. I hope all are doing well and good. Welcome back to Ravi Math Space YouTube channel for math education. Myself, Ravi. Today we are going to learn and discuss the topic of finding the irrationality of a numbers. Already I have explained the introduction of rational and irrational as well as finding the irrationality of a given numbers in the previous video. You can watch previous video and learn the concept thoroughly. I will provide link in the description box. After watching the previous video, you can continue this video, then only you can understand the concept more and better. Today we are going to discuss more problem based on the finding the irrationality of a numbers. Why late? Let's start the problems. Before going to start the problems, if you are watching first time my YouTube channel, please do subscribe and share to your friends. Okay, now start the next problem. What is the next problem here? Show that root. What is the next problem here? Show that 3 root 2 is an irrational numbers. Already we know that irrationality we can prove by using contradiction method. What is the meaning of contradiction method? Very simple. Whatever given here in the question definition, we are going to take exactly opposite to that definition. That is called as a contradiction method. Understanding here? Here what is given? Irrational number. So what we are going to take here? Exactly opposite. Irrational opposite is what here? Rational. So the given number we are going to consider as a rational number. Then we are going to prove. Okay, how we can prove means I will explain step by step. You can understand better. Okay, first what we should do? This number we can assume as a rational number. Now let's write here. Let me write here root 2. Yes. Let us assume to the contrary, meaning is we are taking opposite. Let us assume to the contrary that 3 root 2 is a rational number. Then it is rational number means this number should be in the form of p by q. Then it will be of the form p by q where p and q are co-prime numbers, co-primes, and q naught is equal to 0. Q naught is equal to 0. This is the rational number condition. Understand here? Okay. Next, now 3 root 2 equal to, why? Because we assume it is rational number means this number should be in the form of p by q. Now this 3 you are going to transport this side. What we are going to get here? Root 2 is equal to p by 3q. Already we know how to transpose rules here. Already 3 is with this number operation. What operation here? Multiplication. When I transport means it become as a division. So that's why root 2 is equal to p by 3q. Yes. Since what I can write here? P and 3q are what are integers according to rational number definition. Integers. So P by 3Q is a rational number. P by 3Q is a rational number. So P by 3Q is a rational number. Okay, when P by 3Q is rational number means automatically root 2 also rational. Root 2 also rational. I am writing. Therefore, root 2 is a rational number. Rational number. Root 2 is a rational number. But we know root 2 is a irrational. How? In the previous video I explained, we have a one theorem is there. Prove that root 2 is a irrational. Already I explained that problem in the previous video. I will provide it in the description box. You can watch. Okay. Already we know what we know. Root 2 is a irrational. How? By theorem 2. I proved in the previous video. Okay. Next. So, but here root 2 is rational number came. But we know root 2 is a irrational by theorem 2. In the previous video we proved. Can you tell me what will happen here? What happened here? So by using these two statements I can write. What I can write here? Same. What I can write here? So what I can write here? So this is contradiction. Contradiction. Facts that root 2 is a irrational. Root 2 is a irrational. What is the contradiction? This is the contradiction. What we proved here, root 2 is a rational number, proved here. But the fact is what here, root 2 is a irrational. That's why it is become as a contradiction. Fact of the root 2 is a irrational. Therefore, what is our assumption? Our assumption 3 root 2 is a rational is wrong. Our assumption is 3 2 is a rational is wrong. Hence, what I can write? 3 root 2 is a irrational number. Hence prove. Very simple concept here. Just by using contrary method, I explained here. First, what we assume here? Given number root 2, 3 root 2 is a irrational. When it is, very simple proof here. So, first what we assume here? Let us assume to the contrary that 3 root 2 is a rational number. When it is rational number means this number should be in the form of P by Q. Therefore, 3 root 2 equal to P by Q. Now, this 3 we have to send this side. So, root 2 is equal to P by 3Q. Root 2 is equal to P by 3Q. Since P and 3Q are numerator and denominator are integers. When numerator denominator are integers means then P by 3Q is a rational number according to rational number definitions. So when is P by 3Q is rational, automatically root 2 is a rational number. Root 2 is a rational number. But we know what we know, root 2 is a irrational. Root 2 is a irrational. So this is contradiction, the fact that root 2 is irrational. Therefore, our assumption 3 root 2 is a rational is wrong. Hence, 3 root 2 is an irrational number. This is the simple proof. Like this, in this, by applying the same procedure, we can show that any number, this type of numbers, irrationality. Understanding here? The procedure is same here. Okay, let us understand more and more. One more problem I will do here. Okay, if you want to means take the screenshot. Fatafat. Next problem is prove that 2 plus root 3 by 5 an irrational number. What is the next problem? Prove that 2 plus root 3 by 5 an irrational number. So, in the previous problem, we did the procedure. By applying the same procedure, we can prove this one also. Same procedure. Don't get confused here. So, how we can prove means see here. In the previous problem, first what we assume here, same assume, let us assume to the contrary, what it is? Contrary that 2 plus root 3 by 5 is a rational number. It is a rational number. When it is rational number means it should be how it is. It is of the form. It is of the form P by Q. So can you tell me what are the P and Q are? P and Q are co-prime numbers. Co-primes and denominator should not be equal to 0. This is the rational number conditions. Now 2 plus root 3 by 5 equal to the P by Q form. P by Q form. So now what we should do here? So in this already we know 2 and 5 are rational numbers. These rational numbers we are going to transport this side. But we know root 3 is irrational number. This root 3 as it is here we have to make as a subject. So what I have to do here? 2 plus root 3 is equal to P by Q into 5. So this I can write as a root 3 equal to 5P by Q minus 2. 5P by minus 2. So since what we know here, P by Q, so 5P and Q are integers, yes or no? 5P and Q are integers. Q are integers. Yes or no? When these are integers means then it is a rational number. Yes or no? Therefore 5P by Q is a rational and as well as 2 also rational number. But here the rational numbers, what operation here? Subtraction. Already we know fact. What fact here? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of rational numbers. The result should be always rational number only. So what I can write here? There. So I can write 5p q, 5p by q minus 2 will be rational. Will be rational. When this total is rational means automatically root 3 also, therefore root 3 also, 3 is a rational. Is a rational. But we know, what we know? Root 3 is a irrational. Irrational. Now here what it is? Here root 3 is a rational coming, but we know that root 3 is a irrational. So here contradiction coming. Yes or no? So what I can write here? This is contradiction. It is contradicts the facts. What fact? Root 3 is a irrational. Root 2 is a irrational. Root 3 is a irrational. Therefore, what I can write here? Our assumption is wrong. What is wrong here? 2 plus root 3 by 5 is a rational. Our assumption, that is wrong. Hence, when it is wrong means hence 2 plus root 3 by 5 is an irrational. Hence proved. Very simple. How I explained in the previous problem. By applying the same procedure, we can apply here. Understanding here. So I hope you all are understanding the concept here thoroughly and perfectly. In the next video, I will explain the exercise problems. If you understand the concept, please do share and subscribe my channel. Okay, until take care. Bye bye.